Hey YouTube, and welcome to the Unapologetically Gen X Women Show. We're here just to talk about topics in everyday life. How y'all doing out there? I want to introduce a couple of the ladies that are here tonight, which is Erica up at the top. Erica, give them a shout out.
Hey YouTube, how you doing?
I got Kiwi up at the top,
Good evening, YouTube. Thank you all for joining us.
and I also have Fifi,
Hello,
and
YouTube.
I am,
What's goody?
I'm sorry, and I am Kimmy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is our first time, our premiere today, and we're just here to discuss some topics. So, ladies, we talk a lot,
Yes, we did.
absolutely, all the time. We talk about all kinds of different subjects, things we go through, things that's happening in our life, and we actually are women that are of or above 50, and we just want to share our thoughts to women that may need it. If I can share, if it's okay with the ladies, you
Sure.
all see our names. You will see Erica. Erica is married, been married for 30, is it
34
30 years?
years. 34.
34 years. Then there's Kiwi, who was previously married, is single. And we have Fifi, that's currently single. And I have been married or divorced, but married again for only 2 years. We want to share our experiences with everyone. And not just on the divorce or single topics, but just all topics in general, because we have so much life experience that we want to give everyone. So to start today, and I'll be on camera soon, but to start, I seen this viral TikTok about a lady having a conversation with others. And then this, she was talking about dating. And we all, as a group, we talk about dating often. So here's kind of context of what occurred. Um, this lady, she went viral on TikTok about one of her dates. She said, while on a date, everything was going smooth. There was no red flags. Even after the date, she went on a cute little walk by the pond. Soft energy, everything was going well. The problem was the next day. The next day, baby, he sends her a full spa package. Facial, stone massage, the whole wellness treatment. Now, mind you, no candles and any kind of, weird out stuff. So she says, for what? What did he send this stuff for? And she said it was a red flag. Now, women of a certain age, we didn't live, we got experience, so let's talk about it. If I'm going to ask the ladies on this panel, if a man did that for y'all after one date, what's your first thought? I'm going to go with Erica.
Well, if a man sent me a care package after the first date and yet we have not really known each other for a while, I would see that as a red flag. Um, it seemed like more of a possession type of thing to me, where men want to be a little bit more like controlling, if you understand what I'm saying. But to me, it just seemed like it's a red flag. You don't know me. Why would you spend this type of money, first of all, on a spa care package? Because it's not cheap, not at all.
Mm-mm.
So I would, yeah, that's a red flag for me. These days, you never know what's in a person's head, what they're thinking about, what their mental state is, if I can say that. So I would have like some concerns about that.
Okay.
So
W-
Can we pass it on
Erica,
to TV? Oh,
what do you mean by when you say like a control thing? Like I don't get that part.
okay, well, would I say that, and I'm only basing it off what I've saw on Lifetime movies. Okay. Uh, of course, yes, I don't
They be
watch
some of the best
Lifetime movies.
ones.
Yes, well, make you think like, oh Lord, this has to be, real life in order for them to film this. Okay, so
Right.
I've seen on one particular show where it's that a lady went out with a gentleman, and he was well groomed, well spoken. And so she goes to work, explaining all the details of how wonderful the date was, first date, okay? And yet she start receiving, flowers and to her job, and then gifts at her home the next day. I just think that is just a little bit too much, too
Hmm.
much. You know, you don't know me. So why would you send me these type of gifts? I mean, flowers, that's not so bad, but you're sending other expensive gifts to my
Gifts.
home,
Hmm.
like less than 24 hours after the date. So that's kind of
Hmm.
scary,
It's weird.
'cause yeah, it is. It's weird because you don't know that person, like I say, you don't know that person mental state. Why would a man do that in the first place?
I wonder what their full conversation was because I wonder if she was telling him like no man has ever did this for me, or no man has ever bought me things like this, or um I would love if a man did such and such and da 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 for me, and he tried to woo her a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
He
Mm-hmm.
tried to reel her in a little bit more. But either way it went, I would feel like it was too soon, like really too soon. The very next day, that's a bit
Exactly.
much.
That
It's
is.
a
That
bit
is.
much. I had a guy calling me baby. We only done talk for not even talk,
Take my
text for
glasses
three
off of that
days.
one.
We only done text
Wow.
for 3 days, and he talking about, hey babe, I'm not that, and don't do that
Wow.
at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you
Don't do
don't
it.
know me. You don't know me.
No,
Let's address each other
no,
as, by first names.
that's right.
Don't do that. That's weird. We're not
Well, at
friends.
what
We
point,
just
we'll, we'll say this, at what point in the relationship, because there are men, and there may be, because I've had, it seemed like it was more Southern men, and there's no disrespect to them, that get that comfortable with calling us baby, or and early on, or texting early morning and doing a lot of text. You get that. I'm with Kiwi, with that. What was the conversation that they were having? Because why would you send a care package? Maybe like saying, because I can hear myself saying, work stress me out. And if they're a caring person, they'll say, you know what, let me do something thoughtful because I really like our date and let me send her something. Now, I'm also like Erica. I watch a lot of Lifetime. Probably shouldn't, but I watch a lot of Lifetime. And I'm freaked out because I seen when they start doing that stuff early, and yes, it is scary. But what if they're just trying to be
Yeah.
genuine, genuine, and sending you something just out of the kindness of saying, I really like our date, and I hope you like it, and I want to send you something to take care of you.
well, if that's the case, don't you think that the gift should be different and not so expensive? Because if you was to look up or just go to a spa and you're talking about a full complete uh spa package, that could be in the hundreds.
But what if they have money and that's nothing to them?
Mm-hmm. And that's a small gift to them. We got better
Yeah.
stuff to come.
Well,
Now be clear. It will freak you. Well, I don't know. If I really like the person, I would probably like, oh my God, that was thoughtful. It would take
How do you
more
know that
for me
he
to.
didn't see something in her that, oh, that she may need that, or that she's lacking something like that in her life?
Mm-hmm.
How do you
I
know?
could see that.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know the other end to even say it's too much.
And I think that's a
Um,
part of when you're telling these stories, you don't know all of it because here's another
right.
scenario. She could have
Mhm.
been saying how hard work was. I'm so stressed
Yeah.
out. I could hear myself saying that. I am so stressed out. People don't get, and it could have been that whole thing. He still liked her, and he's like, you know what? Let me send her something to take care of herself. Or it could
Mm-hmm.
have been, no. I think one of you ladies said, no one has ever taken care of me. So he
Yeah.
was doing something to, give that gesture of, let me take care of her. Let her know that I'm there for her like our days, this, that, and the other. Do we, at any point, stop a man from being genuine, courteous, and providing us with those things because we do stuff like watch Lifetime?
Well, don't you think
So
that that shit comes later on? If
Is
you
there a time?
continue to
Oh,
go
so,
on dates, not as
but give,
soon
give me a
after the first
timeline.
date.
I don't think it's a timeline because, like I said, I found
What would be
out.
a timeline?
I don't. A timeline on give me a gift. So, never.
never.
Like that, I don't think that's even a thing, or should even be a thing. Oh, he gave me a gift,
But don't
and
you
I'm done
think
with
that it
him.
would?
What you
But
say,
shouldn't you think
Fifi?
that the gift should
Never.
No, I'm
never?
not saying never give
Oh,
me a
okay.
gift. That's sarcasm to
That's not a
say
timeline on it.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. There's no
Yeah,
timeline.
You're
it
not
should
that
be later.
person.
But
You
I'm
don't know what that
thinking,
person's feeling.
okay.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna
Guess
say
I'm a
this.
little old fashioned then. I would
I'm
have
a
to
I'm a
see,
married
I am in
woman.
some things, Erica. I feel you.
Yeah,
hmm
and I feel you too. Again, I watch a lot
Mm-hmm.
of Lifetime. They just scared me to death. But I could say this. I'm recently married, and things are going great for us. And my husband is a giver. He gonna bring the flowers. If I say I want something, he was the type that will go get it early on. That's just his love language, I guess.
Yeah,
hmm
and that could be that
hmm
guy's love language.
And it could be. And are we as women missing opportunities when we say, "Oh, red flag"? Because there are the
Overthinking
crazies.
things.
There's the crazies out there. There are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, they
I
are.
want it to be very clear. There are the crazies out there.
hmm
So, are we missing opportunities because we're saying red flag? Or we're
Probably.
saying people are crazy? Because I'm gonna tell you this: if men start hearing that, why would we buy you a gift early on if you're gonna say it's a red flag and stop talking to us?
Right.
Well, I'm not gonna say not to purchase the gift, but I'm just saying, maybe flowers after the next initial first date, or
Is it?
either, excuse me.
Well, before you say that, here's the thing: you have to be comfortable enough to give them your address for you to get that stuff.
Mm.
But what if, and remember, Lifetime, what if you didn't give him that information?
Now that's a
What
red
if,
flag.
okay,
Yes,
see what I'm
totally.
saying? So for this woman to say that she found out this to be a red flag, she may not have disclosed her address. So how did he know to send these gifts or either send me this care package to my home for a
Well,
spa
If
can
date?
that's
we?
the case, then she might need to walk around with a little something. Because if he's
What?
talking and
Yeah,
got addresses and stuff, then some
I'm gonna say
definitely a
this,
red flag.
ladies. It is a red flag if you never gave them your address. It's a
That's
red
correct.
flag
Flag.
because I would want someone to ask me, is it okay if I sent you something, opposed to just finding where I live at and sending it to
Mm-hmm.
you. That would freak
That's
me out
right.
hmm
totally.
You know,
So yes, from an auntie's perspective, and I don't want to be, but I am of that age where I'm an auntie.
yes,
Red
yes.
flag if he just
So
find your address and send you something without asking you, is it okay that I send you something?
Right.
so so what amount would you put on a gift if he did send you a gift, Fifi?
I'm not gonna stop a person from giving me something.
Zero. He could send how many
I'm not. Like,
thousands. I
Like
don't
if it
Okay.
comes, I don't know about money because I'm funny about that because I pay my own way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I can most of the time match their efforts and then some too. So I don't need you for your money. I want you to be genuine, and if you feel
Mm-hmm.
like you
Correct.
can buy my affection, yes, that's a turn off for me.
But
Um,
let's go deeper with that. If this was, just say for instance, this is a millionaire. They don't have no limits to, you know, amounts of money. Well, they do
hmm
have a limit. But he want to buy you something that's, and again, he's a millionaire. He want to buy you something that's $5,000. Would you say no?
I don't
I
think
wouldn't.
I don't know. It's a yes and a no for me. Um, $5,000 gift. Maybe the younger version may have accepted it.
Mhm.
The older version of me would question the price tag on the gift, especially, you stating that this was this lady's um first date with him. And like we don't know where they went out to eat. Exactly.
Take off the first date. Him just buying you a
because
gift.
we kind of in something else now.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna
Y'all
say
kicking
this.
it, y'all cool. Y'all just been dating for 2 weeks, but y'all been on like 3 dates.
hmm
And he just want to do something special for you in his own way. And he buys you a gift that's over,
Mm-hmm.
that you know is valued over $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
Would you
I
still
could
feel the
probably
same
see
way?
that after the third or fourth date, if you want to show your interest in me and you just want to show that you can be that provider if I'm looking for someone to provide for me, you know. But like I say, the younger version of
Wait,
me may have.
I would accept it and would not have. I wouldn't question it so much in the beginning, but if it was a continual thing, your actions are going to have to match to what you're doing. We have to be progressing as a couple, not just you buying me gifts. You know,
I
if
like
you,
that.
if that's all you're going to do is just buy me gifts, then no. But if you want to buy me gifts and we are progressing and we are
Mhm,
actually in this with each other, then I
mhm.
don't have no issue with how much ever you spend.
What does progression look like to you?
Oh, um,
Would it?
effort. It would be effort. It would be transparency from
Mhm,
beginning to wherever
mhm,
we are at that point. It would be consideration of each other, honesty.
mhm, mhm,
Um, it, we
Communication.
wouldn't be taking steps backwards. You know, of course, every little things are going to come up, but we should be able to talk about it and get through those things. We shouldn't be going
mhm.
backwards. We should be going forward with each other.
So let me
Mm.
ask all the ladies on here. At our age, does generosity scare you or attract you?
Does generosity scare you?
Or
Scare us?
attract you?
Attractive.
Well, seeing I've always had these bum ass ninjas, I might like it just a little bit, just a little bit,
Okay.
because it seems like I've always been the giver. So, and
Yeah.
I've been with a lot of takers. So,
So would it be comfortable with, if you're a giver, and that sounds like your love language, if you're a giver, would it feel a little bit comfortable when someone decides to be a giver too and give to you?
I would love that. I'm not gonna lie.
Should we communicate with them early on saying, sometimes it scares me if you give too much? Because maybe you got like I said, someone who has the money to give you those gifts that are very expensive. Do we
Mm-hmm.
shy away from it because, we don't want to match what they give us? It's not about that. It's more so about, you know, we're giving because I'm a giver too. I am absolutely one that, early on, my husband's like, oh, I love fishing poles, whatever. Got it. I'm going to get you
Mm-hmm.
that fishing pole. I would do it. But if you said, you saw a purse or you walked by a purse or something like that, it's kind of expensive. And next thing you know, you bought it on a date and gave it to you. Very expensive purse. Would you shy away from taking it?
No, if
Not
that's
at,
all he had,
go ahead. I'm sorry, Fifi.
okay. If that's all he has to bring to the table is buy me things, I'm gonna need more
Mm-hmm.
substance than that. Like gifts are all fine and good, but I'm gonna need that quality time. I
I
need to
love
feel
it.
like I'm a priority. Um,
What if he works a lot, like he owns a business? Because that happens all the time. Or
okay, I
he's
mean,
maybe a lawyer.
if he works a lot, and then I tell you when I'm available, I'm gonna need for you to make it happen for me.
I like it.
Yep, you got to put in the effort, some type of quality time as
Yeah,
Right.
well as
I got
communication.
to have it. I got to have it because if
Hmm.
not, I'm not gonna be there for long. I'm not.
So give
I'm
me,
a
ladies,
stickler for time.
give me some thoughts on what would quality time or spending time or things you would like or desire to see in a relationship. And I'll give an example for me. When I was dating, I loved the morning text. Good morning, beautiful. It's simple, it's easy, and it's free. I mean, other than paying for your cell phone, it is literally free. That let me know that you were thinking about me. What are some things that a man can do for you that let you know that they're thinking about you?
Communication. I mean, it doesn't have to be long. It could be a text, a short phone call. It could be, maybe a lunch date,
Yep.
a dinner date to show me that it's more than just the gifts. You are truly interested in me. So you have to give me uh, the time required
Hmm.
to build, you
Even if it's
know,
just a little bit, I gotta have
you
it.
know, that's the only way I can see anything growing, to keep me there with the interest of the things that
Hmm.
he's trying to do,
Yep.
We can't
I
we
showing
agree
me
with
can't
the
you
have
there,
gift.
a
Erica.
yeah, we can't have out of sight, out of mind.
That's correct.
You got to be
That's correct.
present.
Because if not, then you'll find yourself looking elsewhere.
Searching for something
Yes,
else to
Mhm.
fill
for
that void.
someone to fill that void, that gap, because he's
Hmm.
not available.
That's
Yep.
right.
So you risk
That's
that
right.
that that ruining of that moment you all were supposed to have because he's constantly working. So he has to put in some type of effort. Like I say, if he works that long, but he has to take a lunch break. He has to. So why don't you just join me, meet me at such and such place so we can have a quick
Yeah.
lunch and we can sit and talk
Yeah.
briefly.
Even if I have to come to you, I'm
Correct.
not opposed to a ham sandwich and some chips. I'm not opposed to
A
it. If
good
that's how we got
salad
to get
and
it in,
wine.
let's get it in.
Well, I am.
What you mean
You know
you
what?
are,
I
Fifi?
I so I so agree with that. It's the little things
It
at
is.
my age because it seems like I wasn't getting any of those things. So it's the little things. But do you think
That
Right.
that
means so much.
also? But can it also lead to you lowering your values and the things that you really truly want by accepting small things because you never received them.
Uh-huh.
I'm only gonna
Mhm.
accept them for so long.
What you say? The
I'm
You
clock,
just
know,
being honest.
the clock
that's
is
right.
I'm
ticking.
I
only
agree.
gonna
I agree
entertain
with
that
you.
bullshit for a little while. If I see that I'm not getting what I need from this relationship,
Gotta go.
Yeah, then I'm gonna have to walk out the door
yes,
and
I
find
can't
someone
do
who's
it.
gonna be
I
able to
done
put
done
forth the
it for
effort.
so many years. I'm
Correct.
just 53 and I'm not doing it no more. Period.
I love it. I love it. I love
You
it.
know, because we don't have
I can't.
many years
I got
ahead
more
of us. You
time
know,
behind me than I got ahead of me.
that's correct. That is absolutely right. So we're looking for companionship at this
Yeah.
age. Someone
Yes,
who's
Hmm.
gonna
yes, yes.
be there and spend some quality time with us. And that quality
Yeah.
time can be different for a lot of people. Sometimes, we can just have a walk in a park, uh, sit and watch TV, or either go out and
Yeah.
have a cup of tea. Any little thing, as long as you're showing an effort that you're still interested, you
Yep.
That's
know,
right.
to keep me there. Other than that,
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to go and find someone who gonna put forth the effort, like I said
Hmm.
earlier, to show me that they are truly interested in building on the relationship.
I love it. I love it.
I love it
You know,
too.
yeah, exactly.
And then those gifts can come, the
Come,
ones that,
yes. After
but
we done,
see, I'm not gonna say $5,000. Those gifts that's like maybe 25, 30,000, like that brand new car, maybe once a year or every 2 years, a new car in
yeah.
a way.
You
Okay,
ain't
so
mad
let's
about
dig
it.
that. Let's dive deep into this one. So, Erica,
Okay.
you on a date in your 50s. You're
Mm-hmm.
still working, and this is for all the
Yes.
ladies on the panel. Prepare to answer this question. You're still working. You work in
Mm-hmm.
a regular job. You haven't retired. You're not there yet. Your car breaks down. You dating this guy, and you were like, "Oh my God, my car broke down. I don't know what I'm gonna do." And the next morning, you wake up with a brand new Mercedes truck in your
Thank you
front yard.
so much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Who? I wouldn't refuse it, not at all.
Uh-uh.
Knowing that my car and broke down, I probably brought it to the mechanic shop more than once. So it would be very appreciative.
Yes.
Who else wouldn't accept that knowing that they had car trouble? Yes, thank you. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
She
But
said,
I'm gonna
"Give me
need
your
both
car."
sets of my keys.
Huh?
You don't want them
Give
coming back and getting it.
give me both sets of my keys, because you're not gonna hold this over my head. And when you get
And you're
mad and you want to go
absolutely
out there
right.
and peel out in it, no, thank you. Give me both of
So
my sets.
I know
Madam,
Fifi took a break, but would it be, we have a conversation. Is this truly my car, or are you just loaning me a car? Because truly
no,
my
because
car
Exactly.
would
this is
be,
what I was gonna see, this is what I was about to say. Make sure that the titles are in my name so it wouldn't
Name.
have to be an
yeah.
issue. So if you really want to give me a gift, you can do that at the dealership. Make sure it's in my name while you there signing them documents. So when they deliver
So,
the vehicle to me, all I do is have to sign my name because it's already registered to me.
That's
And
right.
if
so at
not, let's go
our
back
age,
down to the dealership and done what you
but
should have done the first time.
oh Lord. So
Correct.
at our
See?
age, can we have the conversation of, is this my vehicle? And even if we're not in a relationship or not talking, is it still my vehicle?
No.
At our age, we can't have that conversation. Because I would
Of
have this
course, we should
conversation
have
with
that
my
conversation because I
Station.
don't want you to
Uh-huh.
hold that over my head. And I don't
That's
want to be
Right.
right.
thinking if mad day come if you're going to take it from me. No.
now.
I've
What
had
if
that
We
to
what if
happen.
they
When you
come
mad
back and
at me.
say so that doesn't wait? What if they come back and say so that what does that mean you don't want to be with me? And
No.
I got you this gift.
No.
okay.
Sir,
Not
take
at
the
Just
all.
car
like
and get
you
on.
said, you just say
Skedaddle.
it's a gift. So if I ever have to go to court and let the judge know that this is a gift, the judge will say, you gave her this as a gift, so you cannot take it from her because it was a gift. There was no stipulations. You choose to give this to her. So why would you try to take it back?
Erica, I am that woman. I am gonna give you your truck back the minute I say this is not gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
If you were a man that says it's truly a gift, you will be like, okay, no, you can keep it
Hmm.
as long as you can. I don't want to keep something or feel or have something over my head. I never want to
Correct.
be that person.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
But I do want to have that conversation. I don't want to keep something and you're giving me something because you think that you're going to keep me. If something is wrong with this relationship, I want to have the opportunity to leave when I feel like it's time for me to exit stage left.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm good with gifts. I have no issues. I'm good with gifts because I give gifts. That's one of my love languages. But I'm also good with leaving gifts and walking away. I'll walk away if something doesn't serve me. That's something that I do. And I want to walk away because I won't be good to you being in something that's not serving me.
Right. Right.
Sorry to drop that bomb on y'all.
Oh, no, no, no. It's not a bomb because everyone have a, difference of opinions. And that's why we
Mm-hmm.
are all on here. Because,
Yeah.
you never know who may be thinking your way, Kiwi way, Fifi way, or either the way that I've just spoken about it. You never know.
Yeah.
So
We all
it's,
feel differently.
yes, everyone have a difference of opinion. So it's no problem.
I feel that
Love it.
completely. Because
You
if
know,
I feel like you holding this over me, or I have to stay with you because I'm attached to you because of the gifts, we're not gonna work.
correct,
We're not.
correct.
It will not work. Materialistic things are good, very good, but I want the other stuff. I want the
Yeah,
other
because
stuff that
materialistic
that
things
nobody
don't last
sees.
forever.
That's right.
It
What's
can
the
be taken
other?
away
Hmm.
Tell me what the
tomorrow.
other stuff looks like. Because most men would know. When you say it as a woman, we know. But our platform may have men on here that just want to understand what women at our age are looking for. So what's the other stuff? When we're talking about that and what we're looking for, what are those things?
Okay. Let's get out of let the other things to me would be security.
Correct.
It would be um, love for your family. It
Mm-hmm.
would
Mm-hmm.
be taking on the responsibility of your family. It would be
Mm-hmm.
working together, not um, not against each other. Anytime that you feel there's give and take in relationships. Anytime that you feel there's a pull in your relationship, let's be able to talk about it. Let's not argue, but let's talk about it. And
Mm-hmm.
some of the other things will be, if we don't see eye to eye at that time, let's hold off and come back to it. But let's not give silent treatments. Let's not act as if we're enemies with each other. Um, let's be in agreement that we're going to come back to this, and it's okay to disagree at this moment. It's other things like um, providing, um, just the communication. There's so many other things than monetary gifts. If I never got monetary gifts,
Excuse me, y'all.
what's going to sustain for me? What's going to hold this relationship together? That's the things that I want. That's the things that I'm really looking for.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you
I love
totally.
it. And I love it. Fifi,
Yeah.
Yes.
what are you looking for?
Someone, if they see that I'm lacking on certain days that I done gave all I can give, they step in if I mention that I may have something going on at home, like I need to see to getting this fixed, and you just being a man, a real man, like you step in and handle that for me. Um, even though my kids
Let me
are,
step in. Look, before you go on, let me step in. When you say that, it's because whenever you see them lack, and I know you step in. You are the woman that will step in and help and be there and do whatever it takes to get them where they are. So you as a woman want to have that same equal treatment that you're
Mhm.
providing out. And I think that's where most people get it confused and they think, oh, well, she just want him to do everything. No, it's not that. These women on here, I know them, they take care of their men. The problem is we oftentimes don't get it ourselves. So
that
as
right
Fifi
there.
is saying this, she's saying this because she knows she's a woman that's going to step in and do whatever it takes for her man to get him wherever
Mhm.
he needs. And as I do for my husband, and I'm sure he would testify to that because we are so in sync with that and we do the exact same thing for each other. That's why I love him so much.
That's
Erica,
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes. Yes. Uh-huh.
this 34 years, you've been married as long as I've been on my job. Tell me, true
That's
story.
wonderful.
And
I
it's
love.
absolutely, and I love that our combination, and we're missing one more person, which is Nikki. And you'll also see it at the end. You'll see pictures of all of us. But we're three that are currently married, and we're in different stages. I have been married for 2 years. Nikki, I believe she's been married for 7 years, and Erica's been married for
Mhm.
34 years. All of us have
Correct.
been married except for one, and Fifi, if I could share, Fifi hasn't been married, but it's coming. I see it, and she knows.
We're
I
claiming
see
that
it.
for me.
Of course we
Exactly.
are. Of course. You're gonna get your knight and
Look, and I
shining
better
armor.
be
He's
a
gonna come there
bridesmaid.
riding on that horse.
Look,
Fifi
I
I,
better be a
wait, baby,
bridesmaid.
Fifi.
I can't wait.
I better be a bridesmaid. I ain't playing. Stop
Yes,
talking on
Yes.
here.
Yes,
we make it
we signed up
happen.
for that one.
Okay.
Absolutely. So, Erica, give us words of wisdom. You started early on in your relationship. You have so much more to tell, which we're going to absolutely have a discussion about on our live session. But give us what was the dating life like early on as somebody young, because there's going to be young women that are in situations as far as dating.
Mhm.
Tell me what it looked like for you early on.
Okay, when my husband and I started dating, it was totally different. It was a shock, okay, because he was a young boy, gentleman. Um, he was opening up doors. He was making sure that I was, properly secured in the car before he took off. He would make sure, like in the mornings before school, good morning, how are you? Did you sleep well? He was the perfect gentleman. I mean, and he still does that as of
Now you
today.
said, so let me say this
Mhm.
because you said school, and I want people to understand. When you met your husband, how old were you? Were you?
Oh, what, 15, 16 years old? We met when we were in 10th grade.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
And and yes, for some strange reason, he did have his driver's license and he was able to drive. So um
I had it at 15, girl. I had my
Erica over
license
there
at
Okay.
15.
leaned
I was
back
in
in the
good,
car.
Wasn't
right?
she?
She got
Riding with her
Lean back.
boo.
yes, ma'am. So it was, it was strange, I've never knew this in teenage guys. I've seen it on TV. I've seen it when my father would open up the doors for my mom, but for young girls, no, that's unheard of back then for me. So with him making sure that, wait, you don't touch that door. That's something that I
Mhm.
do. you know, or making sure that if we taking a walk, he's walking on the outside where, of the street, I mean of the sidewalk, making sure that if
Mhm.
anything happens, nothing happens to me, making sure that I'm out of way of harm, of danger.
Mhm.
So those things were so shocking and surprising, but yet made me fall in love even more with this young man. You
Set a
know,
standard for you.
yes, a character, yes, a
And can
very
you
high
explain to our
standard.
viewers that y'all still together today and he is still cooking for you? He is still taking care of you? All of those
Yes,
great things?
yes, yes. Oh my Lord. We have been married for 34 years, have two beautiful grown adult children and two beautiful grandchildren. When I tell you, he makes sure that he gives not only me, our children, and our grandchildren quality time. Like right now, I'm here with you all on this live. He's actually giving the grandchildren their time this weekend. They are there watching a movie together. And I
Mm.
love this about him because he loved the idea of family, and
Mhm.
I love that about him. He is caring, he is giving, you know. The first thing he'll do in the morning, hey babe, how you doing? You slept well? Give me give me my sugar in the morning. Babe,
Oh, I
do
want
you
that
want,
one day.
and you will get it. You will
You
get it.
will. So let me
And
say
it's
this.
vice versa. We take care of each other. I'll say, well, baby, we're coffee drinkers. So, babe, you want me to make you a specialty coffee or do you want a plain coffee? Whatever it is you want, as of a beverage for the morning, either a nice breakfast. We both take turns taking care of each other, feeding each other needs.
That's right.
So
You
Erica, let me
know.
ask you this, because we oftentimes talk about the good. What are the struggles that you guys went through and you guys overcame? Because when you're in a relationship, and I know it for myself, being when you first get in a relationship, the first 5 years is a struggle. Even when you're not living together and you move in
Yes.
together, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and and my husband, he gonna mind me, he gonna be okay with me saying this. He'll leave a sponge in the water. I don't like it. Take that.
Girl.
Yeah, it drives me crazy. And there are things that I do that drives him nuts, and we have to learn how to live with it. How do you overcome in your 34 years? How do you overcome struggles in relationships where you can keep going and reach 34 years? Because there's so many, including myself, because this is not my first marriage, but there are struggles that you go through, and especially being young, that you were like, I'm out, I'm not doing it. So how did you overcome those struggles?
Honestly, we found that communication, talking to each other, sitting aside that time to discuss the differences. And I know most people might say, "Oh no, that don't work." But in certain incidents, it really do. But there's time when you have to give each other time to breathe, and then come back together to discuss whatever the differences may be. You know,
Mhm.
in the beginning, and I know it's a little bit too much personal, but I didn't like no one in the restroom with me, and he felt it was fine. Oh, we married. I could come in here with you. No, this is my private space. This is my sanctuary. This is where I need to be all alone. He was like, no, we married.
I just cringed.
Why
Look,
should you
when you
have
said it, I
anything from
cringed. I was
me?
like, oh, this is my bathroom. I don't share a bathroom with
Yes.
my husband today. I have
You
my
see what I'm
own.
saying?
I don't come in my bathroom. That's my sacred place. Men, if you're on here and you listen, leave our bathrooms to us. We don't want you in there. If we want it messy, if we want our curling irons
She
on,
said we wanted
let
messy.
us have
Yes.
get
That
two
Yes.
part.
bathrooms. If you can financially afford to get two bathrooms, we need our own space,
But
and that's our bathroom.
see, we were newlyweds, so we had our first apartment, one bedroom, one bath, so we had to share that space. And it took me some time to adjust to okay, you in
Even when you're
here.
taking a doozy?
Yes. And I felt that to be, oh girl, it was so irritating. But eventually I grew to accept his presence being in there. And I'm like, babe, come on here.
I bet
I
you didn't
know
go
you
in the
really don't
bathroom
want to be
when he
in
was
here.
taking
What'd
a
you say,
doozy.
Erica?
You didn't go in when he was taking a doozy.
He's probably sitting on the tub like
No,
this.
no,
How's it
I
coming
Uh-huh.
out?
didn't.
Man, we don't want y'all in the
Girl,
bathroom with us when we take a. I was shout to the mountaintop. As soon as my husband, hey babe, where you
oh,
at? If I'm in the bathroom, I'm in the bathroom.
so
Don't put me in
I
Yes.
don't
here.
know about most, but from what I'm hearing from the ladies on this panel, that was one of our pet peeves, in the beginning. That was
Yeah.
something that I just I couldn't deal with. But I was always one early in our dating years, um, needing to have conversation, needing to talk and, to resolve things. So that was something that he knew all along about me, but yet it was a tug of war when it was time for me to get that information, that conversation from him. He wasn't all that open with sharing his emotions and his feelings. I told you all that previous, on the first video, that was a struggle. But now I am so blessed with our love language communication, the times that we share our pillow talk, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that could be so romantic,
Mm-hmm.
whereas that it just draws you in even much closer with that person, you know, because although we've been married 34 years, there's always something new that we discover about each other. And it's a joy. I love it. I love it,
Mm.
you know. And I'm not
That's
gonna say that
good.
I'm not gonna say we don't have our days where it's that we may have, disagreements, because every relationship, whether you're dating, married, you're gonna have differences, but you have to find a way, if you want to keep that relationship, to find a way to make it work. And that's the
Right.
key thing, communication. People today are so quick and so easy to give up, when sometimes all you have to do is talk to find out what was actually the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, we weren't the issue, it was something that was brought to us that caused a problem in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And so people need to
Communication and
remember,
listening.
yes, yes, you have to do that. That's the
Mm-hmm.
only way you can survive being married, as long as I have been married to my husband. And I wouldn't change the ups and downs that we went through. If I had to redo this life all over again, I want to do it with him. No other person but him.
I
Mm-hmm.
love it. I so love it.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
really
sweet.
do. That's a
Thank you. Thank
clappable moment. Let me look. Let me see if I can find a little claps. I can right now. There you go.
Yes,
That
yes,
is
yes.
sweet. That's
Thank
sweet.
you.
I
So,
used to
ladies.
think that being married, that it only lasted if one person shut up. Like
Ooh.
No.
being married for a number of years, and when you have your issues, I used to think, you know what, well, we'll make it. This is gonna work if I just shut up, if
I
I
ain't
don't
about to do
say
it.
anything. And I really felt like it would have worked if I had
If
just
you
kept
shut
quiet
up,
and didn't say, yeah, if I shut up and don't say anything.
yeah, just keep
Oh,
getting
wow.
trampled on. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
Not.
but I obviously I couldn't
No.
do it. But I
No.
have had those
Mm-mm.
thoughts.
Really?
And
Yeah.
I don't want you to have those thoughts because everyone has a voice. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's
Mm-hmm.
how
Mm-hmm.
strong you feel your voice is. I think you had the opportunity to talk, but you're a strong woman, and you feel like if you be in your strong self, you can't say what you really want to say because then it's like it's going to become an issue. I
Mhm.
totally understand that, and if I could tell my story, being married before, I was that strong person. Was always going to be voiceful, and I felt like that was a part of the demise of my previous marriage
Mhm.
because I was like that. But then I found someone who matched my energy, and it was like
Mm-hmm.
he found that to be helpful, opposed to being that strong woman that just was like doing this. It's like no, she's just trying to be helpful. Now it didn't come off the same, and it could be different because we are in our 50s. It's like, look, I'm your biggest promoter. So
Mhm.
whatever you want to do, I'm your cheerleader in the background, and I'm doing it. But if I
Yes.
see you stumble and fall or don't catch that ball, I'm gonna say, honey, no, you got to get up a little bit higher to the left, whatever it is.
Mhm.
And
I
I'm
got the
You're
going to
ball.
right.
do
You
it.
just
Yeah.
keep going. I got the ball.
Yes.
I'm coming right behind you with it.
Exactly. And I think it's
Yes.
the
Yes.
communication part that we struggle with, where there's no understanding, where that's where the relationships fall apart because of communication. And now being in this relationship, my husband's okay with like, Kim, back off. And I'm okay with, okay, it don't bother me if you don't want to see their husband go through an issue, don't want to see it. But when they say they got it, ladies, let them have it.
Let them have it.
Let them have it.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It's the hardest freaking thing. 'Cause, I mean, it's like I got it, but I learned being over 50. This man older than me. Let him have it. And
Mm-hmm.
if
Mhm.
it goes
Right.
wrong, don't be like, see, girl, I knew it. I
I
told
told
you.
you.
You should have listened.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not like that. Things happen. Let it happen and let them find their own way.
That's
If
Mm-hmm.
we work
correct.
on ourselves, and I'm gonna use this word, Fifi, Fifi brought it up, and I'm gonna always use selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Selfish is
Mm-hmm.
not a word that everybody like, but they need to.
Yeah. It took me
Sometimes,
a while to get there.
right, let your husband be him and be selfish. What about yourself for a change? My
Mm-hmm.
God,
Correct.
because you will
Mm-hmm.
not be upset when if something goes wrong, and I'm not wishing that on anybody, but if something goes wrong and you were being a little bit selfish with yourself, you wouldn't be as angry when
Yeah.
it goes wrong because you were doing stuff for yourself. And the
Mm-hmm.
problem is
Correct.
we focus so much
Correct.
on our spouse, on our relationship, that we don't focus on ourselves.
Say,
Ourselves.
Selves.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Mhm.
Yes. That's part of the self-care, self-love journey,
Yep.
you know, and, because in order for you to be what you need to be for your spouse and for them to be for you, you have to go within and say, you know what? Today is my day. I'm working on me. I love you, but I need my time and my space,
Mhm.
but
That
other
is
than
true.
that, you got to take care of you and take care of that man or that woman, and it's like I say, it's a give and take. Take care of each other. Talk to each
Mhm.
other. Don't stop talking. That's one of the
Right.
problems. When people stop talking, problems will occur.
Her.
Always talk. I don't care what it's
That's,
about. It
that's
could be
right.
about the grass is green, the sky is purple, and you know
We
damn well
talk.
the sky is blue. You find something to keep that spark alive. And
We
it's not a
talking.
one-way street. You both have to do it. You both have to work at it.
And you have to
You
find
know.
different ways to talk too. Just
Yes,
one
yes.
certain way doesn't always work. Sometimes our
Mhm.
ears, our hearts and our mind can't grasp what you're trying to say, what you're trying to portray to us. So we have to find different ways to do it. Don't stop that first time. Be like, oh, he didn't get it the first time. Don't stop right there. You got to find a different way. Something's going to click.
You're right
Something's
about
So
that.
I know.
So let me
Mhm.
About
say
that.
this. If we could say, and I'm gonna have an end speech after that. If we could
Okay.
say one thing to our younger self, what will we say? We're gonna say start with Erica, Kiwi, Fifi, and I will end it. But what would you say to your younger self?
Before you get into a relationship, heal from your childhood drama so you wouldn't bring that into your relationship. And then from there, you can move forward with your life and that relationship.
Kiwi.
And that's what I would say to my younger self.
Okay. Kiwi.
Oh, there's a whole lot I would say to my younger self. Because my
Hmm.
younger self
Just
was a
one
mess.
one thing about your younger self
One
that's
thing I
dealing
would
with
say,
relationships.
you are absolutely beautiful and you are worth everything that's coming your way.
Hmm.
I love it.
That's
I love
powerful.
it. Take your time, Fifi.
Okay. After a breakup, um, take time for yourself, rediscover yourself, work on you, find you again. Because 9 times out of 10, you probably lost yourself in that relationship. Just take the time to love on you.
Hmm.
My God, I would
Hmm.
say you are enough. You are special. You are
Hmm.
beautiful. You are loving. And you may not feel like someone loves you, but they do. So
They
just look
do.
out for yourself, Kimmy. That's what I would say. So, all right, ladies, that is it for tonight. And I'll say to people that are listening, those are on here now, those are will review this later. And I hope you enjoyed the Grown Folks Talk. Go on and hit that button, that like, and subscribe to our channel. And don't
Yes.
play with me. Make sure you subscribe too, because we got more conversations coming. No filters, no pretending, just wisdom, laughter, and the truth. You ain't going to
Yes.
go nowhere else. Subscribe, like, share with
Yes,
somebody
yes,
who needs
yes,
it.
yes.
And we are out. Love y'all.
Thank
Love
you
you
all
all.
very much.
Unapologetically black, beautiful and unbothered. You can come hard, but they will come hard. Beautiful black women who here discussing it all. Like, comment, and subscribe. You're ready to have a ball. Unapologetically black, beautiful and unbothered. They done come far and prepared to go farther. Prepared for the dreams and now they done harbor. Different avenues and planes they done charter. Small, they get going, they can't stop. No, with Kimmy coming through, no way that they gon' flop. Plus Nikki, Erica, Fifi, and Kiwi. This the dream team, just watching you gon' believe. See, real talks, you see it's better than TV. Unapologetic, they step and never retreat. Be bold, be smart, be courageous. This is being black, couple of unapologetically black. Beautiful and unbothered. You can come hard, but they will come hard. Beautiful black women who here discussing it all. Like, comment, and subscribe. You're ready to have a unapologetically black. Beautiful and unbothered. They done come far and prepared to go farther. Prepared for the gyms and now they done harbor. Different avenues and planes they done charter.